Okay, I bought a canister filter. It's probably a Sun. I think it's 403B or something. It's HW series. They're all very, very similar. I just thought I'd make a short video showing how I assembled mine because I kind of had a hard time. There's absolutely no good instructions in this. It's all in Chinese. Unfortunately, I've already installed mine, but I just thought I'd show real briefly all the parts and basically what you do to put it together. When you get yours, you probably will get some of these bio balls, charcoal. You might not. You might have to pick some of that up. But you can put just about anything in these canister filters. Sometimes people put pot scrubbers in them. But anything that's good for filtering your water, and that's good for the fish, biofilters, sponges that collect all the gooky stuff that fish seem to need to be able to survive. That's what you use. Okay, mine came with 3 trays. I had a lot of questions about the trays and assembling, and of course none of this answered any of my questions. In the bottom tray, I put just the fiber, and that's it. I didn't have any sponges. For some reason mine didn't come with them. A lot of them do. Second tray, I put the charcoal and the fiber. Fiber on the bottom, charcoal on the top. And then the third tray, this shows 4, I only got 3. In the third tray, I got the little bio balls. And I put them in there. Okay, assemble that all. I rinsed everything out before I put this all together. Rinsed out the hoses, all the plastic parts, everything. So you put all those trays back into the filter, which you've rinsed. And this has a UV light on it. You can see it right there. You shouldn't need to take that apart. Yours should be installed when you get it in the mail. And in my case, I thought mine wasn't working because I didn't realize it has to be attached to the filter bottom to turn on. There's a little lever on this side that makes it come on when it's down inside. I panicked a little, but got over the panic after tearing the thing apart and realizing that there was nothing wrong with it. This part goes onto the top, it snaps on, and that's where your hoses are attached. My other big question was about all of these bars and things that you got to put together. Basically, you only have to worry about 2 things. This long bar is your intake, and that has a little filter head on the bottom of it. That takes the water up. You can make them as long or as short as you want. Mine's about 5 inches from the bottom of my tank. I don't bother with this thing, whatever it is. I think it's called a dirtiness intake. My dad thought it was a skimmer. And I just left mine off, closed it up. It had a little cap I could put on. These, you don't even need those spray bars. I didn't end up using them. My friend told me, he has an aquarium, and he told me he didn't use his. So basically I just attached it to the side of the tank and let the little spout release water back into the tank, and it works fine. So your next step after cleaning everything up is to attach your hoses. I got 2 hoses in my case, and both of them go into the back where the 2 curved bars are. After you've assembled the curved bars, you attach your hoses on, and I'm not going to move them actually, but it's very, very simple to attach them. They have little rings. You shove the hose up onto it and tighten the ring, and that's it. And then I drop the hoses down behind the tank, and they're back in there. You can kind of see them. They go all the way, I open this up to be a little easier to see, to the filter. And to put them on the filter, you just clamp them on to these. You make sure you get the in and the out one. One goes in. That's the longer bar usually, that's got the little kind of a filter end on it. And then this is the out one. And you attach those, slide them down over, and then they both have these cuffs or rings that you know, turn to tighten them. Had that all done. Here's the little blue light that indicates that my UV filter is working. So once everything was done, then I pumped this about 5-6 times, pretty hard, pretty fast, and that throws water through here, and the whole thing just started right up, and it was perfect, and it runs very, very nicely. And I think my fish like it a whole lot. And that's my tank. And I do have my old filter still just for biological filtration because I just did this today and I still want some good bacteria going into the tank. But in a few days I'll remove that and kind of rearrange my hood situation. But there's my tank, and it's worked quite well.